Welcome to Parchment Update, an interview series from the Parchment Community Library to bring your community closer to you. I'm Karen Woodworth, Library Ambassador. Joining me today is Ken Holda. He's the director for this year's Kindleberger Summer Festival of the Performing Arts Performance of Grease. Thank you for being here today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Karen.
Well, I'm wondering, what are the challenges and rewards of directing a show as well known as Grease?
Right, like you said, it's really well known. Everyone has seen this movie. Everyone knows these songs. So yeah, I think there is a little bit of a challenge that there's some type of like expectation, that our actors are John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John, and so yeah, we do have that a bit of a challenge there. But what's nice for us is that the musical on stage, Grease, is different than the movie Grease. So there are plenty of things that are similar, a lot of familiar songs, but then there's plenty of material too to give our actors a chance to create their own characters and put their own spin on the roles. There are several songs in the musical that didn't make it into the movie. So some of the audience members will be hearing some of those songs for the first time. And then this will also be a little bit different stage production of Grease, because there are some songs that were written specifically for the movie that are not usually in the stage version, but we were able to get the rights to rent 4 of those songs. So we have 4 songs that are familiar from the movie that aren't usually seen on stage.
Well, that's really exciting. So it sounds like it's kind of almost a unique performance combining both the musical and the film.
Yeah, in some ways it is, yeah.
All right. Well, you always have such a wonderful group of actors to work with. Please tell us a little bit about this year's cast.
Yeah, well, this year it's kind of different because since Grease is set in a high school, we needed mostly a cast of pretty young people. Um, there are 2 adult roles in the show, so we have 2 adults with us, and then everyone else in the show is anywhere between I'd say like just finished 8th grade through early 20s. So we do have a good group of like high school students and young adults from all over. We have Loy Norrick students, Kalamazoo Central, Portage Central. We have some Portage Northern grads. We have Gull Lake. So we have youth from all over the area that have come together and agreed to give up a little chunk of their summer to work on this show. Oh, and then also in the cast is Therese Banner, who I think the last time they did Grease at Kindleberger was 2001, and back then she played Miss Lynch, and she is back this year playing the same role that she did all those years ago at Kindleberger.
Well, that's terrific. That's terrific. Yeah, and it's great to hear that you've got young people from all over coming together to do this, getting a chance to work together. I know there's always there's so much to watch really during performances. And so I'm wondering, what do you want to make sure that we notice during the performance?
I think first of all, just notice how hard all of these actors are working. There's so much music and dance in this show that I feel like almost every night they're learning a different number. And of course, being so young, they are picking things up really quickly and remembering them really well. But I just feel like every night we're like, okay, last night you learned this song and dance. Tonight you're learning a whole new song and new dance. And we hope by the end of this, you remember everything. So yeah, do watch out for all the choreography, because there's a lot in this show. And then also, just like to switch things up, we do have some new ideas, some things we haven't seen before in terms of scenery and effects for Kindleberger. I did feel like the show is so much about the music that I wanted to do some things to get the actors a little closer to the audience, give it a little bit more of like a rock concert, rock show feel. So I think that's all I want to say about that right now. But yeah, there will be like some different scenic elements than we're used to seeing.
Okay, so some little surprises for us to look forward to. What are you enjoying most about preparing for the show this year?
Oh, it's just been so nice working with this group of people. Like, everyone is so enthusiastic and energetic. And it's just been a real joy to come to rehearsals every night and like I said, watch how hard all these kids are working, and to kind of like feed off of their energy and enthusiasm. And it's nice to know that a show that is, kind of old, an older show about a time period, like way before any of them, that they were so excited to come out, and they're still excited to work on this material and do this show.
Okay. Well, before we wrap up today, what else would you like us to know?
Oh, I don't know. I just, come enjoy yourselves, have a blast. I think you're gonna know so many of these songs that you all want to sing along out there in the audience. And at Kindleberger, it's a better place to do that than other performing venues. So yeah, just come relax, have fun. Know that yeah, it's not the movie on stage. It's a little bit different. It's its own thing. Yeah, and just be prepared to be kind of like surprised by the new things you haven't seen in Greece before.
Okay, so it's all right if we maybe sing along with a couple of the songs.
I think so. You're
Okay.
outside and we've got dogs barking and babies crying. I don't think you're gonna bother any of your neighbors by singing along a little bit.
All right. Just make sure to sing along softly because we do want to hear all these talented actors who
Oh
have
my gosh.
been really
Yeah, you're gonna be
preparing.
blown away.
Okay, well, just a few kind of practical things. Remember that at the Kindleberger Festival, there is no supplied seating, so bring your own seats. You can bring a blanket and sprawl out in front of the stage, or you can bring your own folding chair or bag chair. There's usually food offered for dinner, so you have some food purchasing options. And Grease will be performed at 7 p.m. Wednesday through Friday of the Kindleberger Festival, July 12th through 14th, and at 5 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday, July 15th and 16th. Come a little early to see The Very Unmerry Adventures of Robin Hood at 5:30 p.m. Wednesday through Friday and 3:30 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. Well, Ken, thank you so much for taking time out of your rehearsal schedule to tell us a little bit about this year's show.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm gonna head out and oh, my cat wanted to make an appearance. Head out to rehearsal right now. So I'm glad we could fit this in.